Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to cover the Firepower Premium containers, what's inside them, the odds, expected values, and what I actually got from the containers from the ones that I purchased. And before I go into the actual opening of the containers, there's a few things that I wanted to cover. 3 main points. So let's go and look at these containers, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Point number 1. These containers offer 3 items per drop. So in total, you'll receive 3 items every time that you open a container. And the odds that they give for these individual items from the drops are a little bit interesting and a little bit weird, and I don't really like it. But it still makes sense, and so I'm going to break it down for you right now. For instance, the odds for these items are very straightforward, except for when you come down to these items. So for instance, the 37,500 free XP or the 120,000 Elite Commander XP should honestly be 2 separate items, equally having 20.5% chance of each of these items being obtainable. And then likewise, for the alternate drops, these should all be, since there are 3 of them, they should all be equally split into 33.3% chance probabilities. So just know that going in, that with each container, those are what the odds for these items are going to be. Now, point number 2. Point number 2 is regarding what happens if you happen to have all of the ships from the drop list for the ship drop. If you happen to have all of those ships, then what will happen is you will actually receive 3,000 Research Bureau points. Not my favorite. I wish that you actually received like coal, like the coal amount for the ships, or the steel amount for the ships, or even just the doubloon value for the ships. Either of those would be great, but I guess we're stuck with Research Bureau points in the meantime. Point number 3, the guaranteed drop mechanic. So in order to get the guaranteed drop mechanic, you have to be able to buy 25 total containers, with the guaranteed drop mechanic occurring on the 25th container, which, conveniently enough, for Wargaming, is exactly what you would be able to buy if you just went ahead and got the $200 25 container lot, which if you do this will guarantee that at least one of the containers in this lot will contain a ship, or at least a repeat if you already have all of the ships in the list. So with those 3 main points out of the way and prefaced, let's go ahead and jump right into the container opening portion of the video. So I hope you guys enjoy the statistics at the end. And so there we have it. Those are the final results of all the containers that I had opened, and it was fairly on par with what we were expecting. Now, to be fair, I did get pretty lucky and happened to get a ship when, on average, you were only expecting to get roughly half of a ship, which means with 5% odds, if you get 12 containers, you kind of have a 50-50 shot at actually getting a ship in a set of 12 containers. Now, obviously, if you get 25 containers, then your odds are 100% because of the guaranteed drop mechanic. But the coal was lackluster for my drops. I didn't get any. I got way more special signals than I was expecting, but thankfully the free XP and Elite Commander XP and credits were roughly on par with what we were expecting. And here's another way of looking at things, and this is just the raw number of containers that contained different types of the main drops. So, right off the bat, one thing that I can say without a doubt, and that these containers would not be worth it if I did not get a ship. The ship from these containers just carries so much weight of the value of the items received, it's kind of insane. So, if you're someone who likes to collect ships and you're wanting to get one of these ships in the ship list, honestly, I may say to avoid this event altogether, because Christmas will be coming back in the next 10 months anyway, and if they do the Christmas event like they did last year with the same containers and the different types of ships that were in them, then you're probably going to see a lot of the same ships that are in this list be in those containers as well, and you get so much more ships for your money at Christmas time as opposed to an event like this. This event is for the elites of the elite when it comes to people spending money in the game, and you're going to pay a premium to receive a ship from this event. But with that, I will leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one.